Welcome back to the 88th episode, Premium Advantage.
Man,
Whew.
88. 88. That's what Marty McFly used to go into the future.
Oh, is that right? Hitting hard on Friday, September the 6th. Making sure we keep the dates aligned because there's a sequence to how things are happening. You know what I mean?
Alignment.
It's a sequence. It's a sequence. So a lot of updates today. As typical, we are a little bit more ahead than before. A little bit more with regards to the edge of information that we have available. So much has happened since this last week, and we want to be able to, I guess, within 30 minutes, go through the breadth of information and see what we can get. All right. So on episode 88, let's start from the beginning. Special mentions, don't forget, we have an affiliate program where we have meetings once a week. So at 11 o'clock on Mondays, if you're interested, go reserve your spot for the link. That's available every Monday, in case you're interested. We have a membership program where we help you save money. Time and money is one of the things that we keep mentioning. Can't get time back. Money is infinite. Or somewhere in there.
That's true. That's true. I love it.
Schedule your appointment online. Talk to one of our professionals. Our host, myself, Roberto. Look for me on Premium HCX on social media. Our co-host, Mr. Jacinto.
Hello to everyone out in podcast land.
Today's topics. We got a few developments and we got some last minute mentions. So we want to make sure that we're thorough. Sufficiently at a sufficient speed, but we're thorough. All right. So on the local news, because we've always tried to make a connection between helping save time and money and things of that nature. Local news updates. One of them is education. Local updates on education. There's opportunities for business owners to support education. Our perception since we've been discussing is education helps lower taxes.
Absolutely.
So there's some opportunities there for us to discuss. We're also going to do some sports updates. Who are we going to talk about today?
All Houston teams, of course. The most important, the only teams.
Houston teams. All right, so that's a local update that's coming. Also, some national news, some information, some updates. If there's more information than whatever we provide today, please give us some feedback. Let us keep us updated because we're definitely looking for updates from as many sources as we can. All right, some Aurora, Colorado updates, okay? And some international news. There's some spread out correlation between the taxation situation and all this information that we're gathering that we get, So keep it in mind. Correlation. All right, cool. So we start with some breaking news.
Breaking news.
And we got sound effects.
Dude, everything's getting better and better in here.
A little bit at a time.
Hey, shout out to 10,000 subscribers, man.
Oh, hey, we got 10,000 subscribers.
Talking about new and improved.
I know.
Everything's getting better. Everything's escalating.
Thank you for
shout out to all of our subscribers out there. 10,000, man. That's huge.
As we get feedback, to give you information. The information that we're looking to all have a clear understanding. Hopefully a clear understanding. We'll see how it goes.
Only getting better.
All right. So there's a community partnership program available for local education. Right now, the school that we've contacted is the Wharton Dual Language Academy. They're looking for sponsors for a program that they have. Now, keeping this in mind, my perception is the quicker these adults that are looking to support the community reach the goals that they've set for the year, the quicker these adults can add more value, right? Because just because one goal is met doesn't mean one situation stops, meaning it's continuous. So our position is to support this effort. I'm already in it to support. But there's different levels. I'm not in a max level, but
you're in one of these.
I'm in one of these.
Awesome.
Well, not yet. But I propose and I say, hey, I'm interested. So, hey, what is it? How do we work on this situation so that these solutions get met with regards to this goal, and then whatever next other solution needs to, solving, we'll go through those steps.
This is awesome.
So we're trying to work with the local community. Wharton Dual Language Academy is looking for sponsors. Go to the website, or if you have questions, you can email them to sponsorships@whartonpto.org. If you have questions about sponsorship, it's an excellent program. It's an excellent school. I highly think good businesses would be interested in approaching this situation. Okay?
That's awesome.
If you're looking for more information, description is down below. All right. Sportsito update.
So,
talk to us.
Quick update. Right now, there are 22 games left.
Oh wow!
In the MLB. So the Houston Astros, we just had a little bit of a tiff we're fighting through. We just played the Cincinnati Reds in a series, but before that, we were just slamming everybody. Shout out to the 4-4. That's why I'm wearing this T-shirt today. To the 4-4, that's Yordan Alvarez. Easily if he continues at the pace that he is on, he will be the greatest baseball player ever.
Wow.
That's how insane
Wow.
this guy is. I don't know if he can keep that up. Nobody knows if he can keep that up for 20. It's gonna take like 20 seasons to do that. But if he can keep this up, I mean, right now, dude, it's so scary that they're pitching at him like Barry Bonds. So I don't know if you remember when Barry Bonds was at his peak of his career, they would not pitch to Barry Bonds because he would just hit a home run all the time. Like he was that good, right? So they would either walk him on purpose or not pitch to him on purpose. There's this thing in baseball. There's so many unwritten rules. Baseball's so old, and one of the rules is when you're facing a pitcher, you want to have the opposite side arm up on the plate. But when you're a left-handed baseball player, you want to have the same sided. You want to have a lefty on a lefty. That's supposed to be an advantage
For
the pitcher.
Gotcha.
But Yordan Alvarez, just like Barry Bonds, it's crazy here. Let me just put it like this, okay? Yordan Alvarez, every time they show him in like a, top 5 players that ever did this or top 10 players that ever did that, it's him and pictures of guys in black and white.
Oh, really?
That's how you know. Like, it's him in color.
Yeah.
And everybody in 2024, and everything else is in 1827. Skip Magoo and Charlie Hanslam. Like, they're the ones who had that record before him. Like, what? Like, that's how insane. It's like Babe Ruth.
Oh, wow. Okay, got it.
Like
That's
all these,
right now.
that's how great Yordan Alvarez is.
Wow,
It is amazing. And I had the pleasure of shaking that man's hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a different story.
How was that experience?
Oh, crazy. His hand wrapped over my hand like twice. It was cool. And then he loved that I spoke Spanish, so he talked to me for a little bit. It was cool. He signed I have his rookie card. He signed that.
Amazing. Hold on.
Yeah, so totally, dude. So anyway, Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker is about to be back. There's some controversy with Kyle Tucker because he fouled the ball off his shin and was out for 3 months. So the rumor is that he fractured that shin, and that they didn't say that because they would open up roster spots.
Gotcha.
Right. So that's cool. Whatever. We're in it, and I'm happy.
Yeah,
so once again, this is gonna be our 8th season in a row, going to the playoffs. So I'm excited for the Houston Astros this year. Going forward with the Rockets. So our new kid, Reed Shepard, is amazing. This kid is like 6 feet tall, but can jump through the roof. I saw him do a dunk at practice yesterday. His arm was like this at the rim. Like 6 feet tall, white dude. What? So we're super excited. This kid can shoot 40-something% from like half court and jump up and dunk the basketball like insane. And he's a point guard. So we're super excited for the Rockets. The preseason is looking solid. Houston Texans, the season starts this Sunday. We're super excited.
Nice.
Oh, man, the season starts this Sunday. We're picked to go pretty far, so I'm anticipating it being a tough matchup. It's not going to be as easy as everybody thinks it's going to be.
Gotcha.
I mean, usually with the Texans, especially because we're going to be playing at noon the majority of the time this season, it's always picked the noon teams or the teams that are not expected to do anything. So we still got a whole bunch of noon times, especially this Sunday against a rival Colts team within our division. So it's a very big game to start the season off right. You set your precedents right from the very beginning of the season. It's all about first impressions, right? So Texans are looking good. And University of Houston, the NCAA. Go Cougs, U of H. We lost our first game, unfortunately, to UNLV. But the season had just started, so things are looking up, I'd say. Things are looking up. Things are looking consistent. Even though we're going to be playing OU next week, which is going to be very tough. So the season's already started, but we're actually anticipating an okay season because we have some really good players on the team. Actually, just this season's gonna be one of those ones we're just waiting for basketball season. But shout out to the University of Houston. So I'm excited about that. Go Cougs! That has been your sports cinco for the day.
Wow, look at that! Bam! Amazing. Now, this is the little bit. I mean, everything is important with regards to updates. Sports. Folks are involved in sports,
dude.
And then this one here is a mind bender. We're still with regards to like developing information. We are like at the edge. There was information about a town, about a city, about a town with 1 million people or less than 1 million folks called Aurora in Colorado. And the videos surfaced online about that depicted folks with weapons and doors getting kicked down, and there were descriptions. I don't even want to verbalize the descriptions at this point because it's still very confusing. I'm still trying to adapt and try to gather the information. All right. In a sense, it was depicting that gangs from another country,
Specifically Venezuela, right?
Venezuelan gangs, right? And they're given the name of the gang specified, and then they showed these videos. At this point, I don't know how many of these videos were sent out and to how many folks, but it was pretty specific with regards to what was happening. So it was definitely some perception in myself of, oh, this is reality. This is what's happening, right? A video, some words, But
some words.
is that not what it is?
No, that's what it is. That's how social media. That's how it confirms it. You got a video with words. Watching a video and I'm reading the words.
And then as I'm digging because I'm trying to dig out, right? I'm gathering this, and I perceive maybe the algorithms kind of feed you because you're looking for the information, so they give you the information that you just found or that was sent to you.
Were you searching, by the way?
That's a good question.
That's a good question, right?
I did a search on Google. That's a good one. And I did a search on I guess maybe on Google. Really, that's intriguing.
No, I did mine on Google and also on social medias.
Oh, a long social media site.
I randomly typed that in just to see what I would get.
Oh, you did random social media searches.
I like to throw the algorithm off as much as I possibly can.
The algorithm. Now we're all engaging and understanding. There's an algorithm.
Search for random stuff all the time.
I got it.
I have very random thoughts all the time, in case you didn't know.
It's wonderful. They're all there.
I like to shoot off from the hip. So I type in random stuff to confuse my phone.
And so that brings it down, which I was able to use some of the social media with regards to and I've used this in the episode. Hey, if you see me like asking questions and trying to get confirmation, like let me know, which is what happened. I asked them, hey, what's happening in Aurora? And I got feedback.
Okay.
Were you referring to this? Is this what's happening? Check this website. And then there was still a flux. I wouldn't know what else to call it, but a flux of as information kept coming in because it was, keep in mind, you're searching on your phone. Other folks are searching wherever they're searching, right? So their searching parameters are different.
Kids are searching on TikTok.
Everybody's searching.
Seriously, though. That's where they get their information.
And so I perceive that this is reasonable to communicate to folks because a lot of times folks are not aware that this is happening. That there's like an algorithm, and then you find some folks perceive like I see it here, and it's the truth, which kind of not every time, but most of the time now you have
and that goes back to history of propaganda, dude.
Well, the history of history per se, written history per se, kind of has those. I think those little proponents shifting.
Yeah, so did you hear this? From the very beginning of time till now, and social media is the same thing.
It's evolved, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely evolved.
And so
now, hit more people at once.
Yeah, right. And so now it's like, oh, okay, digging, and as the story develops, apparently there's more, let's call it more protagonists or more people in this book than just the gang. More like there's a management company involved, there's the city police, there's the mayor, there's a bunch of characters in this little story. And the original story is the gangs.
And rumors being spread around too.
It was like the gangs. So then now you've created this whole scenario of negative towards some particular situation where, and then specifically also naming like Venezuela and this and that. It's like, okay, it sounds terrible, but all right. But then you go and it's like, oh, but the book itself actually has other pieces. Yes, there are components there, but there is a city situation, there's a management company situation, there's an owner of the property situation, right? So there's all these other folks that are now, as more folks get more attention, they're getting brought to light.
And there's a vigilante
potentially
aspect of it. The vigilante aspect of this. There was a rumor that the Hell's Angels jumped on their motorcycles and went out there to go fight these guys. And then first thing I thought was like, aren't the Hell's Angels like hella old? Like, are there new young Hell's Angels? I didn't know. But it turns out that rumor was false.
Yeah,
I looked that up myself because my brother lives out in Colorado, so I asked him. He's like, no. I wanted to make sure.
A big proportion of media sources kind of portray themselves as being realistic, and they're not.
Because there are people who are vigilantes sitting in their couches watching this.
It's called Batman. His name is Batman.
They're what? Oh no, I'm on my way. out there to go try to contain these
And
folks.
so
but
that's the nature.
don't do that.
I would say that's the nature of.
Let the authorities handle this.
One of the reasons for the channel itself is to go to have a little checkpoint of more folks that are in different locations because we're continuously looking for other sources.
Exactly.
One of the components built in is to try to, get this in. You know what I mean? So
Totally.
if there's feedback, let us know.
Yeah, man.
Right. So as it turns out, potentially it looks like a slumlord situation. Potentially the management company, I wouldn't want to say it, but it said it on one of the sites, or I'll say it back until all the story comes up. They've left the property like unattended, not responding, and so their property has like mice and mold. And this was before, like this has been going on apparently for years.
Wow.
Yes. So
Okay.
it seems more like misinformation about a management company that's potentially not taking care of those buildings the way that they should have. And then so I don't know, it looked like they were just trying to blame the immigrants that were in there.
Wow.
That's what it seems like. If that's incorrect, I would say let us know so that we can
But that would make sense, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because then it'd be easier to take it over. And coming from a rural country that's like awesome. That's like a 5-star hotel with what? There's mold and mice in there? Shoot, I'll move in right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be great. So to them, it's awesome. To Americans, it'd be like, no, we're leaving. So the management company's like, don't even want to deal with that anymore. So it's going to be easier for them to take it over. That would make sense. Wow, that's crazy, dude.
But so then there's the migrants that are in the
yeah, there's got to be people there
that are saying, hey, no, that's not happening. There's
okay,
no really gangs here. We're trying to work, and they're not taking care of the mice and everything else that comes with dealing with the property, and they're still charging rent.
Where's like some real reporting? Someone needs just to go out there.
There's some there. That's what they're saying. The original part was there's Venezuelan gangs. Some reporters came and talked to people that were in this, went to the.
And they're like, nah.
It's correct.
Wow.
Correct.
But I wonder if they're being forced to say no.
Hey, then there you go. That's a third layer. That's a third layer. That's why it's not done. The book is not over. Right now we're giving you an update with regards to where it's
at. This is crazy.
Correct. It's not fully untold. We're still like, that's not quite the case. Oh yeah, there were some situations with that, but it's not as expansive as it may sound.
Somebody let me borrow their drone right quick and go check it out.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of people there with cameras and stuff, and so I'm curious. We should develop because this could have an impact on taxes, on laws and things of that nature. So we have to be mindful.
Gang takeover. That's crazy.
And then apparently, looks like Christmas is in October.
Yay! Present.
Starting early. So there was a declaration on the international news site, from, I wouldn't even know what to call this person, that's now declaring Christmas in October, which is, I guess, I understand the nature of the meaning to do that, which is like, stop complaining, it's Christmas. Christmas is coming early.
Man, talk about opening your presents early, dude. Oh my God.
Don't worry about everything else. Santa's coming.
That's awesome.
In October. It's in my calendar. So that is the nature. What do you think about that? These two situations, with regards
Why is he doing this? To help the economy, I'm guessing, is what his idea would be?
Are you familiar with what happened? They're trying to overthrow him, a little bit of a dictator, 13 years, and now it's Christmas in October.
Wow, man. I mean, obviously the dude's a little delusional from all the things that he's done before. This is not surprising that he would do that.
Yeah, right, correct.
But at the same time, it's like, man, that's super confusing, especially Latinos, man. We live and die Christmas time. Like, that would throw such a huge wrench in a Latino's life to try to switch that to October and then to follow that rule. So do you know if they're like decorating?
I'm curious about what happens if there's a Halloween.
Well,
or do they
October hasn't happened yet.
Oh, do they like mix them, right? Or they like Hello Christmas? You know what I mean? It's like, what will happen to Halloween? Do we just keep it going?
Wow, you see, dude, that's awesome.
That's what happens when you have one person making all these decisions. Like, hey, you're messing up the holidays.
Shout out to everybody's uncle who gets drunk and yells out way too early at the Christmas party, open the present! And all the kids, yeah! And all the adults look at him like, shut up. I love that, man. Shout out to Theo who does that. My dad is actually the guy in the family who does that. But in October, dang, dude.
We'll see how it comes out.
That means you got to start Christmas shopping at the beginning of October.
Does that mean we get the bad gifts? Does that mean the other kids get the bad gifts because they're good kids we're taking early? Or how does that work? I don't even know.
I know that people born in December would be happy about that.
Oh,
because it's all, as a January birthday and December birthdays, we always get terrible presents during our birthday because everybody's broke during Christmas. So shout out to Capricorns in Venezuela. They're gonna be happy about this.
So it looks like maybe this gentleman has a birthday. Maybe he's like, I hate my birthday.
Maybe Maduro is a Capricorn, and this is why he's doing this. See how it all comes together? It makes more sense.
You see?
Yeah.
You see? Now it makes more sense. This year I'm getting good gifts.
Yes. And see now, and it was traumatizing him as a kid.
Now
this is why he is how he is.
The only way I can make sure I get a good gift, this whole country has to listen to what I'm saying.
Dude, that's awesome. I love that.
Intriguing. Well, there you go.
Have you seen Violent Night? You got to see that. It's a Christmas movie.
Oh, is it Violent
Night?
It's
called Violent Night. It's dope, dude. It's with Christmas. Santa loses it.
Oh, yeah?
But okay, you got to see it, dude. Y'all got to watch this movie. Watch it, called Violent Night. It's on Netflix right now. But it's actually Santa losing it and saving some taking out some terrorists. Kind of like a Die Hard situation, but it's crazy cool. I thought it was gonna be stupid, but it was awesome. I thought it was great.
Intriguing piece of art.
But it reminds me of this because in the movie, John Leguizamo.
Maybe he's watching this movie.
John Leguizamo's in it, and he's like he's the bad guy.
Oh, really?
And he was traumatized by Santa as a kid, and this is why he's a bad guy. So this is why maybe Maduro's like this.
We have to be nice. You see, stop bullying.
Especially at Christmas time.
It's not bullying. Maybe you have to discuss that, right? Keep in mind, how deep does bullying go? This deep? I'm saying.
Shout out to Santa.
Some other situations that are coming up on the international side. Brazil has apparently said
Brazil.
I know the World Cup champion. All right, here we go.
Brazil. Shout out to my Brazilian fam out there. So what happened?
Banned X.
Oh,
from the completely banned.
Banned it. Undance. Oh, I can't undance.
I'm not sure. I think somebody said apparently Elon Musk said something bad about the president. The president said, I block you.
Wow.
I'm not sure exactly what he said. There is a lot of concern, though, I've heard.
I'm not surprised. Brazilians are very all or nothing type of people. So
all or nothing. Well, there you go. Hey, man, we're in. Now you're misinforming.
They either go 1,000% or zero.
There have been concerns that people raising with regards to misinformation or blockage of information. And I ban you and you ban me. And it's like, oh, well, you see me.
So how does that work?
I don't know.
Wow, that's fascinating.
You can kind of technically, I guess, to some degree, still wiggle your way around.
Like a VPN or something, you can probably try to access it.
But it's interesting to understand, one, that it's happened, why did it happen, right? Yeah. What cause and effect situations could be along. I mean, one guy switches birthday, everybody gets good birthdays now, people get, now they're switching the X, and it's like, okay, why are these things happening? You know, what has one character done in this book that has created for another country to be like, oh, no.
It sounds like
or at least not the whole country, but at least the leader supposedly elected. We'll see if that comes up. But kind of intriguing.
It sounds like some machismo stuff to me.
Intriguing.
It just sounds just like
intriguing. Well, we'll see how this works out. Anyway, just update on.
So nobody in Brazil can get on Twitter.
I'm not sure if that's already started or how they implement that at all, but that's some information. If that's incorrect, if you guys are like, no, Brazil, like the president and Elon are like, we're best friends, then let us know if that's incorrect, and we'll update that situation.
Yeah, man, that's interesting.
Next week, we got a special guest, and it's like a little bit of a deja vu moment because we've said it a couple of times, but things keep happening.
Yeah, things keep happening.
Keep happening.
We appreciate y'all, man.
So our special guest, Miss Kayana Hall.
Kayana's coming next week. We're super excited. She's an amazing artist. We had to reschedule. You know how things are, but we're excited to have her.
Appreciate you coming along and switching the schedule and being part of the continuation. If anybody's interested in being a guest, go to the website and register. Monthly raffle.
Yay!
This month's winner, Miss Blanca Garcia. If anybody knows any
Blanca,
that's who registered.
That's a very unique name.
Maybe there was an A miss there or an E or an I or something. I'm not sure, but that was in there. I want to change it because it could be the right name.
Nowadays, people are changing their bodies and manipulating things and taking things off, and you can take the A off your name.
It could be some kind of branding. I don't know. So. There you go. That's who won. So contact us if you know who this is. Let us know.
Because you won. You're the winner.
Soon to come, we're going to get a phone for the raffle. We're going to give a phone number.
Yes.
And we'll set up a way.
Get ready to call in next week, y'all. We're going to have calling in. Next week.
I didn't say it when I said it, but he said it.
We're excited.
We both said it.
Yes.
Don't forget, we have some following events. At the Ion, at the end of September, we have one, and the episodes. every Friday at 12 o'clock.
Central Time.
Central Time, correct. They used to be at 2. We moved them to 12. It's a little bit more
More lunch friendly.
Yeah.
Lunch.
Look at that.
Where you focus on your lunch break. You can watch us. We'll keep it short and simple, so you can get it and eat at the same time.
You can be an audience. You can be a sponsor. We're also looking for sponsors. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
Let's see. Create your own tax preparation agency. That's the Monday meetings with the affiliates. We mix them into one. That way, it's 1 30-minute meeting. You get all the information. You need more information. Set up a discovery appointment. We'll see how we can help you. What else? First event of the year, September at the Ion. We're gonna be inviting all the tax professionals in the industry, as many as we can muster. Come to the Ion, gather some updates.
Yourself up in here.
We'll see what we can find. September 26th. Okay, it's gonna be a Thursday, I believe. September 26th.
DJ Musto.
Updated with everything. That's all I got, man. How much did that take? Wow, 25 minutes.
Boom, that was pretty good.
Bam!
Nice,
Brought to
man.
reality consultant information.
Hey, shout out to all the teachers out there right now and parents dealing with school and the changing schedules and
education.
everything. This is that crunch time, man.
Yep.
Push
We
hard
stick
right
together,
now, y'all.
help
You
each
can
other,
do
help
this.
everybody out.